Hey guys, this update just got really controversial, and you might think, wait, this is kind of a small update. In fact, the devs said this is just an update to prepare for a future update that is coming. And so, how can it be so controversial already? And it's not because of the season. I mean, at first it was because of the season. People were like, oh man, the season's, this is going to be like Last Day on Earth. They're giving up on the game. They're just going to like throw in this like crappy content. But then we've looked at the season and we're like, no way, like this is amazing. We've got, we've gotten 33 of these already. And this is in 2 days. Now, obviously, it's different because we can just keep resetting Odin's, and on the OBT, it's not gonna. It's a little different because the OBT you can get 5 times as many points, and you can reset Odin's in infinitum. So it's a little bit different, but it's going to be pretty easy for those of you who want to grind hard to get a ton of coins and silver and a bunch of other stuff. So this update became not controversial, it became amazing. But then they made another change that made this update controversial. All right, guys, so let's talk about some of the changes that are in this update. Obviously, the first one, which is like, hundreds and hundreds of changes, is the season. Obviously, they had all these different rewards. They had the point system. They had points for every single enemy you kill. This is at least 200 changes when you include all of the rewards and the levels and the things. So we need to get the exact number, which we will for you guys, and that will be on the title of the video. But this is there's a huge change. One of the biggest changes, the biggest change that is blowing my mind still, even though I've already talked to you guys about it, is the fact that Kefir is allowing gold to be acquired for free-to-play players. This has never happened in the history of Kefir. They have like 4 or 5 games, and they have never introduced anything in any of their games to where free-to-play players can acquire gold by grinding. And we've already gotten 33 of these chests, and once I get 3 more, it'll be 50 more coins, so that would be 300 coins in 2 days. Obviously it'll be very different in the actual non-OBT update because you're not getting 5 times as many points. You can't reset Odin's all the time. And as I said, Kefir has never done that. They also added another like philosophical change, is they added the black armored horse, which has the best movement. It has better movement speed than the armored wolf. And so you've got that different, especially traveling in the world map. So you've got that different feel of being able to travel in the world map faster with a horse. It makes it to where the horse has its place, the wolf has its place, and the bear has its place. At least it's a step in that direction, which is pretty awesome. You can also get silver, which is 500 silver. So there's a lot to those. There's a big reward to those who will grind. All of these weapons are amazing. Just grind for them and you can get a ton of them. So, and just to clarify, this is the best sword and shield in the game, and it's a guaranteed item. This is the best warrior weapon in the game, guaranteed item. This is the best weapon for a bandit, guaranteed item. So, and you should get a few of these too. We've gotten 2 in 30, so they're rare, but but this isn't the best archer weapon, and this isn't the best mage weapon. So really, they put the best ones in the guaranteed slots. So honestly, this update is looking amazing. Even though it's a small update preparing for a bigger update, it's looking amazing, because what this is going to create is people are going to start being really active for those rewards, those amazing rewards. This is what I've been telling Kefir since 4 years ago with Last Day on Earth, is if you give really good rewards, if you make it part of the game, then people will grind harder, and that helps with the YouTube algorithms. It helps with the feeling of fun of the game, because the game is fun, but sometimes you need motivation to go play the game. And so it's going to make the game really active, especially Odin's, which is going to make people really wealthy. Not only because of the rewards you get, but also just Odin's makes you wealthy. But you're going to run out of stuff to do in Odin's, and you can't reset it constantly like Sklent was able to do. for this account on the OBT. So you're going to have to go into the zones. And the red zone is the second best place to get points, but the red zone is a PvP zone. So that's going to put a lot of active players in the red zones, which is going to make the gankers come out to try to kill those people and get it. And anytime gankers are in a zone trying to kill people, then the PvPers come to that zone. So far, everything's great, right? Nothing's controversial. It's just good, exciting, awesome. But the devs have said something recently, which should, at first, it's like, this is amazing, but it has gotten to be pretty controversial. And here's what it is. Okay, so this is their dev notes on the OBT news, all the stuff that I've already talked about, the armored horse, the dragon weapons, the seasons, all of that stuff. Here it is, guys. So, with the last server reboot, we enabled some measures aimed against so-called teamers in solo locations. We want to protect fair players against such exploits, so teaming should be very hard to execute now. So, some people are saying, this is amazing, right? That should be amazing. This is right now the biggest complaint with Frostborn among the advanced players is an issue with teaming. They're saying it's destroying the game. They're having trouble. Personally, I think the way to fix that is to add an arena, because then people will go there for PvP, and you might get teamed up on in a zone, but who cares, right? Because you're just going for resources. You're not going for PvP. But when you're going for PvP, it's a serious deal to get teamed up on, because you're like, I can't fight against this. This is unfair. So this looks amazing, but the problem is players are starting to realize, wait, if you fix teaming, then how are we going to trade? Because the whole point of being able to trade is to go into a solo zone and match with each other. Now, I personally like to trade in the team zones. I think it's easier to match with people. And so I don't think this is going to affect me. But what some people are worried about is that it's going to kill trading. And if it kills trading, a lot of players are going to be really upset. So hopefully, it does say that it only affects solo locations. And so in my mind, it might just push trading over to the team locations, which is what I do for trading anyways. I do team locations even if I'm just meeting, one-on-one. I'll do a team location because it's easier to match with people. And yes, you can get ganked by a team, but that's why you just have to be careful. You're trading. So that is the controversial change. And, it's going to amount for, basically, if trading gets sabotaged, people are going to be upset. But I don't know if they're only changing the solo zone, I don't know if it's going to affect trading that much. And people have been really complaining about teaming. So do you think these people that are, making this controversial are just, complainers that are always looking for something wrong to tell the devs? Like, even if they do all of these amazing changes, they still find something that is wrong with them, something that they can hate on them for. Or do you think that they have something legitimate here? Do you think, no, this is a legitimate concern? I would rather there be teaming in a zone, but have trading than in the solo zone than vice versa. Let me know in the comments. I'm really curious on your opinion. Do you think this controversy is bunk, is stupid, or do you think that it is a legitimate concern that the devs could be messing this up? Now, one thing that I want to say to you guys is, if it does, let's say it totally kills trading in this game, and that would suck, right? No one wants that, and none of the players want that, and so if it kills trading, my encouragement to you guys is complain about it, tell the devs, but don't rate the game low, because clearly this change is geared towards helping us, not hurting us. They're trying to fix the teamer problem, which is the biggest community complaint right now, at least among advanced players. It is the biggest community complaint. So my encouragement to you guys is go rate the game well, because the devs are trying. They're trying to give us the stuff we want. All of the changes in this update, the season is amazing. The fact that they're trying to fix teaming, they gotta experiment with things. If it doesn't work, then let's tell them it didn't work. But the fact that the devs are trying to listen to us, I think we should go give them good reviews. That is my encouragement. Go give good reviews to Frostborn. I've given them a 5-star review, even though it's not a, I wouldn't say that they're at a 5-star game, but they're definitely not at a 3.6 or whatever it is. So I would say go give them good reviews because they're trying. And as long as we're saying, basically when we give good reviews, we're telling the devs, we like what you're doing. And personally, I think we should be liking what they're doing. They're trying hard. When they added the horse update, which is when the reviews it was not only the horse update, but also just a ton of bugs. It makes, even Jotunheim had a ton of bugs. They got more bad reviews because people do really bad reviews when they get upset about bugs. And so the reviews weren't really low, but personally, I want to look at the intention of the devs. Are they trying to just, kind of take care of themselves, or are they really listening to the players? And these devs have been listening to us. And so I think that we should give them good reviews. That's my opinion. I hope y'all feel the same, but obviously do what you're wanting to do. So that's this update. It's an amazing update, and I think that I'm excited about playing it. And it's a small update, so we get excited about what is coming up soon. Huge, awesome. Apparently this is just a small update that is going to prepare us for the next update. So I'm getting really excited about the next update. All right, guys, I'll see you next time.